So I was listening to these guys' conversation, and one guy said, "Yeah, you can live like a king in the Philippines." Oh man! All right, guys, welcome back. If you're new, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe. Okay, I'm trying to get this channel. I'm trying to build this channel up. Okay, and hopefully someday I can become a YouTuber. Right? Okay, so I'm listening to these guys' conversation, right? And they're talking about Philippines because they talk about it because I talk about it, right? And I've been there many a times. And I'm married to a Filipina. And when I hear people say, let me get a drink of water real quick. So when I hear people talk about, oh yeah, you can live like a king in the Philippines, this is what goes through my head. Like, I feel like these people that say this is giving other people like a fake, almost like a non-realistic image. Okay, like it's like some part of it is true, but a big part of it is not. Okay, you can live pretty decent in the Philippines if you have the right amount of income. Okay, and then there's some people think they can have a certain amount of money and it will never run out. Okay, and they hear that, yeah, you can buy a house for 40,000. You can build a house for $40,000 or $50,000, and the houses in the U.S. are like 100,000 plus. You know, over there you can take that 100,000 and build a really big giant house, and that could be true. Okay, in some instances that is true. You can get a decent sized house for that amount of money, but it really all depends on where you are in the Philippines, the location, the prices vary from location to location. There's some areas where if you buy a house, it's going to be the same amount as you will pay in the U.S. Okay, there are houses over there that are $1 million homes, just like there are houses in the U.S. that are $1 million homes. Some are more bigger, some may be even small. Okay, now I'm gonna give you another example. You can go to Makati, you can go to BGC, you can go to is it Uptown? I can't think of the other one, but these places right here, like Makati, BGC, in those areas, right? And say you want to buy a condo. Some of those condos in those locations are, to me, I feel like they're overpriced. Okay, for the size that you're getting is very, very small. Okay, you're going to have to pay a lot of money if you want to live in a very nice, a really modern type place that reminds you of the U.S. or reminds you of certain locations in the U.S. You know, tall skyscrapers and all this, you know, all these restaurants. You're going to be paying like a lot of money for a small place. And for some of the people that think they can live like a king, there's going to be some downsides, right? There's going to be a lot of flooding in certain areas, and that's not living like a king. There's going to be sometimes there's brownouts in certain areas. That's not living like a king. Yes, you can get massages daily if you wanted to. You can get foot massages, head massages, and some of those things are cheap in certain locations, right? And your money can go a long way. Now, I can understand someone saying, yeah, your money can go a long way, but living like a king, you're not going to be like really living like a king, because once you start living there or being there for a while, you're going to realize like there's a bunch of downsides. Like there's things that say for instance, you need some documents signed or some copied, or you got to turn in something through the government, or just getting something done. They will have you run in so many different places just to get a certain thing done. Okay. Like you need you're going to, say you're going to do your passport, or you just need to turn in some documents. Okay, here's the document. Okay, well, we need a folder. You need to go to the store and buy a folder and put this in a binder. Now you need to go make copies, but we don't have a copy machine, so you got to go down the street, make copies, and you got to pay for it. Then you got to come back and we need to notarize, so you need to go over there and bring it back. Like they have you doing all this other stuff. So there's a lot of stuff in the Philippines that's not convenient. Like it's not like in the U.S. where you can get online and do everything, or you can go to one location and do everything, and all the internet and all the systems is really interconnected, and you can do it at one stop shop. But in the Philippines, it's not like that. Like there's some places they're still writing stuff down in books and pages. So living like a king is like, it's kind of far from the truth. I mean, it is a very nice, beautiful place. It looks like paradise, and all these thoughts will go through your mind about living there. But when it really boils down to it, a king is like, living like a king is like a person that really don't have any worries and everything's just coming to them. And it's not going to be like that. Okay. You'll enjoy yourself and you will have fun while you're there, but there are some downsides. And if you bring your attitude to the Philippines, you're going to be really disappointed. Okay. If you don't have patience, you're really going to be disappointed. If you're going to be driving through traffic, you're going to be disappointed, because things take time there. And time is really not a big deal there in certain situations. Okay. But I'm going to cut this video short, leave a comment. And that's it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.